Have you ever seen someone suddenly disappear from everyone's life? No messages, no calls, no explanations. Or maybe you've felt the urge to do it yourself. Delete the apps, stop replying, and start over alone. Today, we're talking about the psychology of people who cut everyone off and why it's usually deeper than it looks. First, let's clear something up. Cutting people off doesn't automatically mean someone is cold, selfish, or dramatic. In many cases, it's a coping mechanism, a way to protect themselves when they feel overwhelmed, hurt, or emotionally exhausted. One common reason people cut everyone off is emotional overload. When someone has been dealing with excessive stress, conflict, or pressure for an extended period, their nervous system enters survival mode. Instead of fixing every relationship, the brain chooses the fastest way to reduce pain: distance. Silence feels safer than explaining. Isolation feels calmer than constant emotional demands. Another major reason is past betrayal or disappointment. People who've been let down repeatedly may start believing that closeness equals pain. Over time, they develop a mindset of, if I don't get attached, I can't get hurt. Cutting everyone off becomes a form of emotional armor. It's not that they don't want connection, it's that connection has felt unsafe before. There's also fear of vulnerability. Real relationships require honesty, openness, and the risk of being seen. For some people, especially those who grew up feeling ignored, judged, or misunderstood, vulnerability feels dangerous. Cutting people off gives them control. They don't have to explain themselves, they don't have to be misunderstood again. Some people cut everyone off because they're trying to reinvent themselves. After a painful chapter, failure, embarrassment, or a loss, they may associate certain people with an old version of themselves they want to escape. Starting fresh feels like a way to regain identity and self-respect, even if it means walking alone for a while. However, it's essential to discuss the downside. While isolation can feel peaceful at first, long-term disconnection often increases loneliness, not healing. Humans are wired for connection. When cutting people off becomes a habit instead of a temporary boundary, it can stop emotional growth and reinforce the belief that no one is safe. There's a difference between healthy boundaries and emotional shutdown. Healthy boundaries say, I care about myself, and I choose who has access to me. Emotional shutdown says, I'm done trying so no one gets access. One is empowering, the other is protective, but limiting. So what helps? Healing usually starts with a safe connection, not total isolation. That might mean one trusted person, a journal, a counselor, or simply learning to communicate limits instead of disappearing. Cutting everyone off may reduce pain short term, but learning how to stay connected without losing yourself is where real strength develops. In the end, people who cut everyone off aren't weak. They're often tired, hurt, overstimulated, and trying to survive the best way they know how. Understanding that helps us respond with empathy, whether we're looking at others